All the way live. Get ready for America's #1 funny man. Funny man. What? Hey. All the way live. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We are here, rocking it the way we always do. Romero Jane is in the building. Media Room 360. You can support us buying stars for the show. That'll be dope. How about this, party people? We getting it in already. My daughter sent me this recipe yesterday. I might try to make it today. Stuffed salmon. She sent me the video from TikTok. I've been dreaming about this shit all night. What's up, Taki Bates? All in my sleep, the recipe looks incredible. Oh my God. You take the salmon, slice it down the middle. You get a cream cheese, spinach. What else is in it? I seen one dude put shrimp in it, stuffed it inside the salmon, and cooked that on the stove. Another dude took it, put it in the oven. Oh my God. That might be my dinner for the night. Hop good. What's up, brother? Welcome. Thank you for the compliments. I'm a little bent today. I don't like when my head be bent. What's this side? This side look crazy. Anyway. Shouts out to the homie. Made this hoodie. People think it says champion, but it says comedian. Speaking of comedians, my co-hosts for the day are in the queue, ready to rock. Hot off the high seas. Welcome to the show. Mr. Green himself. And looking quite stealth, I might add.
I'm trying, man. I want a nice thin neck.
Dude, I'm saying it's hard to lose head weight. It's like you lose a head weight.
Yeah, you gotta mind your business.
How you do it?
Mind your business.
I'm not mad at that. H freaking D. Hank Denson is in the building. Hank Denson comedy. I went to Nard Hostin's celebration of life, and I wore my Hank Denson Pray for Comedy t-shirt.
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate.
I appreciate the plug. We need it, man. We need each other. We need comedy. We need prayer. We need them both wrapped up together as much as we possibly can, man.
Hey, man, thank you for coming on today. We're going to have a good time. You cannot have fun with Hank Denson and Rodney Perry without including this guy. One of my favorite human beings. The absolute fastest from zero to headliner of anyone in comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Marvin H1. Yeah. What up, Marvin Hunter?
What up? How y'all doing?
How about this as a distinction? You done rebuilt this page up, gangster, fast as hell.
That's the problem. That's what dude, if you don't teach a class.
Bro, you know how to get a page took off the internet and rebuilt.
I got so much practice. They keep messing with me.
You're the first person that's gonna have a social media lawyer.
Oh my God, bro! They keep messing with me.
I might need your help, nigga. I think I want mine to take down and start over, dude. They won't. They just tell people not to look at my page. My page still there.
Yeah, they will shadow ban you. They will shadow ban you. Yep.
Shadow ban is whack to me because if you got a problem with me, tell me.
Yeah.
Right.
They said they just sent me a note. Your page may be in jeopardy or something. We ain't sure.
Of something.
Then they show me 3 little things they don't like. I take them down. But they still don't like it.
Yo, this is what crazy to me when they shadow ban you, and then people come up there and be like, "I thought you had deleted me. I ain't know where you was. Where if you was thinking about me, all you had to do was search me out. I'm still online, you know."
Right.
Yeah. Terrible.
They make it very difficult to find you, though.
Yes. Hank, where are you at? The Emerald City? What is all that? Where is all that behind you, sir?
Yo,
that's nice.
Appreciate it, man. You know, I try to be creative in the house, man. You know, people, I ain't the sexiest, so I got to give them something to look at.
That's nice, bro. That's real nice, man.
Appreciate it. I'm getting
HD stay fly.
Trying to get it's all lighting. It ain't nothing special. The room itself ain't shit. It's
that
just
door looked freshly painted. That door looked fresh. Yeah.
I make sure it looked wet, like it looked like I actually did it, but I painted it 3 years ago. It's
okay.
dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, let's jump right into the show, man. We got a lot of stuff to cover this morning. Ice Cube is in the news. Steven Jackson put out a post yesterday on his Twitter. He was like, "Y'all, we gotta support Ice Cube. We gotta go to the games, support the Big Three." Ice Cube say, "Hey man, I appreciate the support because ESPN and the NBA been messing with the Big Three." Wow. How crazy is that? Yeah. You know, the Big Three happen when the NBA is down, but Ice Cube is also got the distinction of the first Black owner of a national sports organization. This is the Big Three is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Man, you know, they don't want the competition. They don't want the competition, and they're gonna try to squash the little guy. That's what happens. You know, that's what the big comedy clubs do to the small comedy clubs.
Very true.
That's the way of the world, unfortunately.
Wow. Hey, Hank, this is man, Big Three, and I had to check myself because I haven't been to a Big Three event, but I don't be knowing when it happened, man. You know anything about the Big Three?
Well, yeah, they advertise. They go on tour, but they advertise, and their tournament is super small. But it's the same thing as and one. What happened to and one when they used to have all the hoop, and then then somebody else came in and started. Nike didn't like it that they were doing sneakers, and that takes a lot of marketing. So he was selling out arenas. Like if you're doing the same place that the Hawks play in or with NBA team play in, and you selling the same amount of tickets with retired NBA players, oh, you a threat. Because that's money, that's sponsorship. And it's less players. It's less players to make it function. Nobody wants to see that. Less function, less players, less money, and more marketing and more revenue dollars. The NBA don't want that problem.
Yeah. Right. And how about this? It creates an atmosphere where the players that you already love get to go out and make some money, and they still get to compete.
Yep.
And possibly get endorsements. Because it's like now people like, you know, I want to see the dudes that I thought were done. There's a lot of players like Abdul Rahul, I forgot his name.
Mahmoud.
I went right when it first started, I went and saw him play. Yo, he's still nice.
Mahmoud was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. He was nice.
Very true. He had handles, he had shooting, you know, and the only reason he wasn't a household name is because of his name.
Right. Yeah. And then these players get to smoke a little weed and everything. So ain't no, you know, it's a little hood too.
For them bad knees, man. They get to smoke a little weed for the bad knees.
Yeah.
Hey, man. All right, here goes Kim Whitley and Lena Waithe. I don't know if y'all been tripping off Audible lately. But Audible is the platform where you can read books.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But they're doing podcasts now. So Kim Whitley and Lena Waithe are getting together and creating a series. It's not going to be video. It's going to be audio, like an audio series about Kim Whitley's life when she took over the little boy.
Yeah.
And so that's hitting Audible. And I saw another thing on Audible with JB Smoove, a comedy series on Audible. So Audible is like blowing up with these podcast situations.
Nice. Everybody's running to get this podcast money, man. That's
Hey, we need to get this. I need to get this motherfucker on something. Hey, I don't know.
Hey, rip this audio.
Yeah.
I was telling Candy that's my next thing, and I'm gonna take this audio, and people have a place to go get the audio every day.
Yeah. Now, that's the way of the future, man. That's like everybody's doing.
How crazy is that? As much as we go forward, we go back.
Yeah, bruh, ain't that crazy?
Yep.
We can see anything we want to see now, but now it's on flip where we want to hear everything.
Yeah. Man, I don't know who be dressing these lesbians, but they always.
Yeah, boy, I thought that was a young man. Let me stop. I was like sitting there looking at
whatever's on the tip of your tongue, you leave it there.
Oh my God, boy. Hey, sometimes it's a curse being a comedian, I swear. God.
Don't blame it on comedians, it's you, Marvin. I can see the words coming through your chest up towards your mouth. I'm like, no. Don't say it.
Hey, look, the cool thing is now in his videos, he just be murmuring his lips like stuff he be wanting to say.
Yeah. I think when he do the ones when he just be about to laugh, hollering.
Oh boy,
that was not a flattering picture.
Bringing back the show Quantum Leap. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Scott Bakula used to play the Quantum Leap guy. Now it's the Asian kid. He's going to play Quantum Leap, and Ernie Hudson is going to be on the show.
Oh, nice.
Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Ernie Hudson is still around, ain't he?
I thought that was Ernie Hudson with Kim Wheatley, but
yeah. Woo! You gotta put that disclaimer up. Views and opinions are solely held by Marvin Hunter. Marvin Hunter.
Let me tell you something. I ride with Marvin Hunter all day, every day. Marvin Hunter is a problem, and he's silly.
Marvin make me laugh, man. I'll be like, what kind of debauchery and eloquent word is he gonna put together today?
Man, I love it. Speaking of debauchery, which this don't have nothing to do with debauchery, Damon John from FUBU fame and from the the show where people pitching their little ideas.
Yeah, Shark Tank.
He's hosting Black Entrepreneur Day.
Oh no.
Damon John is one of those guys who's always giving back. But Damon John give back as long as he makes some money.
He sure do.
Yeah, he gotta make it.
All those people probably paid Damon John $95 to get in there.
They trying to keep up with Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure dudes came here to Atlanta and put 15,000 people in there.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job. But Damon John been doing this for years though.
Yeah,
what happened to the other guys that was with Damon John and FUBU?
I know one of them. I do this golf tournament and I play with him every year. He's still making money too.
Off of
they're just not as public as Damon John.
Okay.
But they rest assured, all them FUBU dudes is doing stuff for themselves, for them and by them. Y'all hear about this? Nate Robinson has been dealing with kidney failure for the past 4 years.
Wow.
He decided to be the voice of this illness. He was an NBA star. He was touted for being one of the shortest NBA dudes that could get up and dunk and do stuff. His athleticism was crazy. But he's been dealing with this for the past 4 years since he started playing, man. So I want to send our prayers out to Nate Robinson and his family for being public with this. I don't know how I feel. Why did Nate Robinson look like somebody auntie?
He look like Whoopi.
Well, now what you're not gonna do is say Whoopi. That ain't right.
Look at his face, man. He look like Whoopi Goldberg right there.
Yeah, talk about me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better.
Speaking of folks trying to do better, Toya, Lil Wayne's first baby mama, Ray Janae's mama, got married. Robert Reed Russian in Cabo San Lucas. They might have been right outside your ship, Hank. Wow. She looks great. Nice. Can you make that bigger, Candy? I want to see her. She look good.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, she live over here by me.
Oh, really?
I see her at Walmart all the time.
Oh, I've seen that dude before.
I don't care how rich you is. You got to wipe your butt.
I've seen this dude before.
He's somebody. I think he's a record exec.
He was at the Kevin Hart, in the Kevin Hart green room, dog.
Oh, really?
Was he?
When we walked in, that was a dude that was sick. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I think you made it up, Hank.
No, he got like reddish hair. That's that dude.
I've
seen him before.
I don't, man. We was in there. It was so many people in there. I can't remember.
You know, I got a photographic memory in case something criminal happened. No, I saw him.
Okay, why are you playing? I know that's a fact. Glenn Griswold checking in. Bo Pease manager, appreciate you. Alfreda Jackson in the building. Calvin Allen, I see you. Michelle C. Taki Bates. Lamondria said, "What's up to both of y'all?"
What up?
Crawford. Man, we are cooking with gas.
LA.
Dude, did you see this? This dude is the actor. Dude, he young too, y'all. His name is Kalan Walker. This dude catches a rape case for 50 years.
Oh, I seen that. I'm not familiar with the guy. I was like, good Lord.
Let me see. Let me find it. I got it right here. I pulled it up.
50 years?
He caught a brick. When I tell you this young man caught a brick, and the crazy part, he's not old. You know, let me see.
Yeah. He's an actor on what show?
He was on
Superfly, something like that.
He was on Superfly. He was in the movie Superfly.
The movie Superfly. Yeah, he was one of the dudes wearing white.
Imagine this. What's Cameron Keys? Right? 20 some years old, 22, catches a rape case with a 17-year-old and catches 50 years.
What state was this?
Was it a statutory rape or what?
Dude, I don't know. Based on the situation, what they were saying, they was like, yo, this dude was how did they explain it? Matter of fact, why don't I just read it?
Said 3 of his victims was 16-year-old. Oh my God.
Oh. So this dude was a serial rapist.
So I don't want to sympathize with him. You know, you don't want to be the one. But once they use that word rape, it's a bad day.
Yeah.
Prosecutors say he had sophisticated attacks between 2013 and 2018. The jury threw the brick at his face.
And then he gonna get some dicks thrown his face when he gets in there.
Yeah.
Because they don't treat people
they
well.
Don't treat rapists. Hey.
Oh, son.
Woo!
Oh.
The actor hung his head and began sobbing as the court read the split verdict. It was a split verdict. Walker maintained his innocence in court. He stated, "I didn't rape anyone. Your Honor, I didn't rape anyone." While being led away in handcuffs following the jury departure. Wow.
That's sad. On both ends for him and the victims, man. Because
it's a tough day all the way around. Man.
Really, he needed help if that's what he was doing. So,
wow. I don't understand that. With it's so much ass out here that gets given freely, falling out the trees everywhere. For folks to go out here and you try to take, I never got that. I never could wrap my brain around that.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
My son went to his homecoming dance this weekend. stealth. I was like, yeah, get on them ladies, boy.
Hey, text Candy the pictures if you got any pictures of them. We'll put it up.
All right.
Text Candy the pictures. Man, wow, dude.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
this is so crazy to hear this man's story, man. I wanted to talk to y'all about this. We're all fathers, you know. We got boys. 50 Cent's son is reaching out to him. You know, he took a lot of flack. You know, when it came to talking about child support, $6,700 is like that's more than enough for a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But now the kid is reaching out to 50, like, yo, dad. Man, I just want to spend some time with you.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on this, man? Hank, I know you're real close with your son, man. Should 50, you know, because they've been having some public battles, but
You know,
your son is gonna be just like you. Should 50 just, you know, let them take this out of the press and let them move on, man?
Take it out of the press, man, because our young men need us, dog. Like, they really need us. One of my son's friends' father's not in his life at all. And when he comes by the house, I can kind of see it and how he talks and what he's about and what he wants. And then when he asks conversation, we have a conversation, he's locked in because he's thirsty for that. And, you know, kids reach out to you like that. They need us, man. And it's like, no matter what that is, when a young black man comes, even if he ain't your kid, man, we kind of got to hold our young brothers in, man, and just give them what they need.
How old is that young man? How old is 50 Cent's son?
I believe he's 25.
Okay, yeah, he need to go shut the fuck up. All that, yo, you're not a child, and he seems very manipulative. You know, ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, he seems very attention hungry and thirsty the way he's online acting. So
do his daddy.
Yeah, but
he need to go.
yeah, I know he was that old. I mean, that's crazy. I'm thinking he's about an 18-year-old. Yeah. He seemed like a diva. His dad's a diva too, but I don't feel like his dad should be guilted into doing something for a 25-year-old. You're whining, dude. Grow up, be a man. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
That is the age, though.
Marvin, wait, man. Hold on, Marvin, man. Like, he at 13, he don't have his dad, but the world does. Now it's 10 years later, 12 years later, and he want to sit down and have a conversation with him.
Well, then, but what was all this? He wants to sit down and have a conversation with him, but he's acting a fool in the public eye. You know, slandering him and going back and forth and all this stuff online. That's some child stuff. That's just children. They're 25 years old, man.
Mark, we talk about the same man who bought all the tickets at the Ja Rule concert just so people wouldn't go.
I'm not taking it up for 50. I just don't like it when grown men. Sometimes we look at 20-year-olds like they're children, and in our age, we weren't allowed to be children but these guys is like 20, 30. We still allow people to do childish things, not hold them accountable. I just don't like it. Men should be, at some point, you need to wake up and understand, you know what I'm saying? You're a man. You got to do man things. You can't be out here acting like a child.
Well, he need to have a hard conversation with him like he talked to everybody else did.
But Marvin made a great point. Hank made a great point. But this kid's father is 50 freaking Cent.
I get it. I'm not holding up for 50.
Matter of fact, let's call a little boy 49 Cent.
Let's ask him. We need to get these people's numbers.
Well, you don't call him 5 Cent because he acting real funny, man.
But see, then his dad 50 the kind of dude that'll punch him in the face on TV or something. Like, you know what I mean? We don't. But I think it's like they need to have a conversation. It ain't none of our business. Like, that's something, because it's another thing that's making black fathers look like we don't take care of our kids. So,
a complication between a family, a man and a woman, a child and the parents, very complicated. You know, with a lot of nuances. It looks one way on the outside looking in, but it could be something completely different.
Yeah, that kid could have stole from his house. We don't really know, but
for real.
I'm a firm believer that men without fathers make bad decisions.
Yeah.
And they take longer to find their way.
I know a few wisdom fathers that make bad decisions, though. Horrible decisions.
I mean, and agreed. I got some friends. I put a story up on Facebook this morning. I had my boy, good guy, but the moment he met a woman, that was his woman.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We'll be in the club. He's like, "Hey man, Rod, you met my girl?" I'm like, "That is not your girl."
I've known a couple like that. He fall in love like this.
So we at the club. My boy meets the girl. He leaned over talking to her. I said, "Dog, we about to go. You rolling?" He said, "No, me and my lady gonna stay." I'm like, "That's not your lady." We end up leaving them. When I went around the bar to say goodbye to the girl myself, she's sitting in a wheelchair.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Ask me, did he go with her?
Yeah, he did.
Went with her.
He pushed off though. They rolled off.
They rolled out of there.
Rolled out to the sunset, Mark.
I see him next day. He doing this. He like, yeah, it was a long night. I was like, why was it a long night? He said, man, you have no idea how much a woman helped you. If you think about it, he had a point.
Them legs dead. Them legs dead. You got to hold them legs.
He had to hold it, and they was going every which way.
I'm not laughing at this. Not laughing at this.
Hey, Prescott saying it felt like the power steering then went out.
Andromeda says 25 is still young in terms of taking care of yourself. They still need parental guidance. You raise them as kids until 18. After that, they have to guide them to adulthood.
I was out the house at 19. So I forgive me for not having a lot of sympathy. I was out the house at 19.
But you was also in the military.
That's true. But I never.
The military is like another parent. It's like a new parent.
Yeah.
So what the hell you doing, son?
I never had nobody to call. They ain't have it, so I never had nobody to ask nothing. And you know, life as an E1, especially if you married with a kid, still could be rough. I never had nobody to call back to. I had to figure it out. Don't nobody want to figure it out today. You know,
I definitely had to figure it out.
Yeah.
What's up, Mel Rose? Michelle C's in the building. Taki Bates. Roll out.
Marvin said, "Help these kids."
We coddle them too much, dog. We coddle them too much, and the ramifications of lack of fathers is horrible. But coddling these kids, the ramifications of that, we're dealing with that too. So you know, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta, at some point, when you gonna stand up and figure it out?
Do kids with fathers make better decisions? Yes or no, Hank?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I'm messing up in real time in front of my son. So I just be like, dude, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But one thing you have to do as a man, I'm gonna say this, heterosexual man, you have to make decisions. And people don't understand.
What heterosexual had to do with it?
Because they call it toxic masculinity. It gets into gender. So you have to make decisions. You'll make decisions not to have a baby, to have sex. There's a lot of stuff that comes with mistakes that you're going to make. And they call it toxic.
Candy, find that video I sent you about the girl having the baby. Because you break up a great point. You bring up toxic masculinity. Are you guys toxic males? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No.
I am. I'm toxic as hell.
I'm toxic as hell.
I'm gonna say
I reject that label because it's everything that our fathers and grandfathers taught us how to be. They seem like they want to be up for review. You don't get to tell me that. Just because I'm an assertive male, just because I'm stoic. That one kills me. Stoic means toxic masculinity because I'm not acting in a way that you want me to act. I'm not. I reject that label. It's stupid.
This is like,
look, I lean into it. I see. I'm the opposite. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hank. I'm the opposite, Marvin. I lean into toxic because I tell my daughters, the guy that goes toward the noise in the middle of the night is toxic.
It's toxic.
The guy that hear that shit. Oh, guess what? I hope somebody downstairs so I can shoot this motherfucker. That's toxic.
Yeah.
Let's listen to this video. I would love to get your opinion on this. We got volume on it. Maybe the video. No video, no volume. So this was the whole concept of the conversation. Women have the right to choose whether they have a child or not. Should a man be given the right to choose if he wants to take care of said child, if she chooses to have it?
Yeah.
I
really think, man. Well, you know what's so crazy about that? That's a good question, because a lot of dudes are taking care of children and don't even know if that's their kid.
Woman's body, her choice, and like that. Yeah. My question is, if we give a woman the right to opt out of motherhood, should we also give a man the right to opt out of fatherhood and 18 years of child support?
I agree. Do you don't agree?
No, I don't know.
But if a mom walks into an abortion clinic and says, you know what, I'm not feeling this, and gets an abortion, the dad has no say. How come this mom can't? Let's just say it's a one-night stand, just hypothetical, and the mom comes back to the dad and is like, hey, I'm pregnant. Why can't he opt out if she was able to say, hey, I don't want this baby? It's a double standard.
Well, he could obviously sign his rights away, but he cannot physically.
He can't sign his rights away because he has to pay child support.
I mean,
he's legally bound by child support.
Honest, that's just the way it is.
I know, but do you think it's right?
You can't tell a woman to have an abortion. Like, that's it.
I know, but do you think it's right that a mom can say, I don't want this baby, but a dad never can?
I mean, I just think that's just the way it is.
But do you think it's right?
Yes or no? Gun to your head.
Gun to my head. I don't think it's right. I think the whole system's fucked.
We spend so much time talking about a woman's choice.
Right, but the man doesn't have one.
But my only point is, what reproductive rights does a man have?
None.
Well, no one should.
Wow.
It's because we've been at the top of the food chain for so long. You know what I mean? And not us, but white men have made tons of decisions to move the needle on how this the earth, the planet works. So they move at a whole different clip than what we would do. We believed in taking care of our village. They believe in sharing the wealth, make as many kids as you want to. We were more village. We more take care of our village.
I mean, but you, I don't know if you're answering the question though. The question is, a woman has a right, her body, which I'm not all the way on board with that whole concept because if you haven't one of Rodney Perry kids, we take care of babies. So I'm not giving you no money. You know, I don't know about y'all, but when my son was being born, my daughter was being born, that was a scam on the streets. So if you came to me talking about you need abortion money, you on your own. We have babies out here. I got 6. We have babies. So I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I focus on the woman saying, you know, and this kills me. Well, that's just how it is, you know, and that is just how it is. Not saying it's right, but on the other side of that, when it's a issue to where it maybe not be fair for women, they don't just take it to where that's just how it is. You know what I mean? You know, that kills me though. That is some BS, man.
And let's go on record too. We understand rape. We understand child molestation. We understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And if those factors come into play, then of course, you know, so be it. But it's a real small part of the conversation that happens to, period. Like 1%.
I'm definitely a proponent of, you know, your body, your choice. If you want to have an abortion, then the man shouldn't be able to tell you what to do. But, you know, we do need to look at that. You know, if the man has no say so, and whether or not you keep the baby, then, you know, that seems unfair when he also has no say so and you make it and pay for it.
Right. All right, Vic. Vic says the difference is that The birth is intrusive on a woman's body. It can affect her safety as well. Women's rights are greater. Wow.
No, my bank account being intruded on. I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that. That hurt me. That hurt me. I don't. No, that hurt me a lot.
I feel like for Black women, yeah, it's like because the way healthcare is, a lot of Black women die from from childbirthing. It's not fair on the healthcare. So as Black men, it's just a whole different sword. It's just a whole different cut.
I mean, that's a great point, HD, man, because you think of healthcare, but that puts us in the conversation of should we all have universal healthcare?
Right.
We should. I agree. We should.
You know, we know universal healthcare works because Marvin and I, we had this conversation offline in terms of the military has universal healthcare.
It's very much a socialist situation in the military. That's why I get these conservatives saying socialism, and you support the military. Especially if you was in the military, shut up. You're full of it. You know.
I don't know, man. But we ain't in the tax brackets. Make these conversations make sense. When money is involved, we're not. I'm speaking for myself. The way the economic ladder is, these decisions about birthing and who has the rights and stuff is based on economics. This is the same reason why we're doing the Roe versus Wade. It changes the economics. This is just more people of this nationality means more money, and this and we always get the shitty end of the stick, no matter how way they cut it. It ain't ever cut out for us.
Yep.
So now, when Roe versus Wade was first turned over, you know, it seems like it's a law for Blacks, but it's not. I mean, a lot of the conversation was that the white numbers are declining, and so they want their baby numbers to go back up. So they want to eliminate abortion. So apparently, it's more white women having abortions than anything.
Yeah, because they're way much of the population. That's just math. I mean, in 20 years, white people will be the minority, and they know it. You know, and a lot of them are panicking.
And it ain't even us. They worried about us. Need to worry about Mexicans and Indians. Don't worry about us.
Yeah.
You worry about us.
Because Mexicans is fucking. They getting it in.
And Indians, they having a bunch of Guptas and Patels. I mean, they
what they having? What they having?
Guptas and Patels, and they all doctors and engineers. And they come on, man. India got 1 billion people in it. And
forget India, Atlanta. Let me tell you something. I did a gig. I got a call out the blue. My buddy Russell Peters is on the other line. Yo, Rod, I'm at what was he at? He was at the Cobb Energy. Cobb Energy got what, 3,000 seats?
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
He's at Cobb Energy. He said, come through. I walk in there. I'm the only Black person in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Nothing but
There
brown.
was no whites, no Blacks, all brown, all doctors, all lawyers, and they were in that mug deep.
Yep.
I was like,
Sugar Sammy.
where y'all live?
I do shows with Maz Jabroni, and they're Persian. Dude, he'll sell out 8 shows. Not one white or Black in the room. And I'm like, well, where do you all live at? They be like, we work at Home Depot or we work at your doctor's office. I'm like, okay, there it is. And they worried about us. We like, I don't have no kids. Like Black people be like, man, I don't want no kids. Brown people like, yes, we need to have families.
More.
Yeah.
Need more.
And they're set up and their mom and dad live with them to take care of the little brown kids. Because they move mom and dad in. They don't care how long mom live around there. She be walking around there with a wrap.
Is there something wrong with us? Because, you know, the rule in my house, when you got 18, you had to get out. Like, should we be maintaining our families longer?
I personally don't think so, because I hear people say that now, but if you rewind the clock, it did not hurt our community. It taught people accountability early. We worry about our generation, our grandparents and great grandparents had to do the same thing. You have to be productive. You have to be a productive citizen, quickly as possible. Now I know a dude that is 52 years old, and this Negro still stay at home with his mom in the same room where we used to play video games in. And he's not by himself. That's not like he's exception to the rule. There's a lot of people in there.
Does he work? Does he work, Marvin? Does he work?
When the fuck he wants to?
But we got to change the conversation. Our conversation ain't the same. Our parents made us do stuff. The new age, because our parents didn't give us, we're giving to them. Now, my conversation with my kids is about business. Hey, look, let's get you some IUL life insurance. Let's get you a business, get you an LLC. Let's teach you how to own some stuff. Because it's like it doesn't even make sense to put them out for them to call you and you got to go back and forth out of your house. I tell my son now, I'm like, dude, let's start a business. Let's start some stuff you own. Because there ain't no need of me sending you off to school. I sent my daughter off for a full boat soccer scholarship and computer science major. And I'm like, oh, you're going to do all this? She back home. Now I'm trying to force her to get a job and yell at her and argue with this grown woman. And then when you put them out, you can't. And then this is girls. You can't just throw your daughter out in the street because then that comes back at that's a whole different repercussion that you don't want.
But you know what, Hank? I hear what you're saying, but you're not gonna just lay up in my house and do nothing.
Well, that's
everybody's not an entrepreneur. You're gonna get your ass out at work, and you're gonna figure this thing out, but you're gonna do it employed. When I see people and they let these kids, they're not even kids, young adults just sit in their house and do nothing. That's ridiculous. You're gonna work, and you ain't gonna keep doing cashier jobs and fast food. You're gonna get a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna stay with me, because you're gonna earn your keep. You're not just gonna sit around here. I call them glorified 12th graders. You're not gonna be a glorified 12th grader in my house. It's as simple as that.
Andromeda says you can teach productivity in your home. My daughter is moving out at 22, but her father and I are covering her moving expenses. I want her to start life ahead and not in the hole. But I mean, to be honest, if your child goes to college,
that's a hole.
He's gonna be in the hole.
That's a hole.
That's a big ass hole.
That's a hole. But see, nowadays you got kids that stay in your house that got a YouTube account that make more money than you. So you'll be like, hey man,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
And that's the conversation change. Like the same thing that needs to apply that we need to do that our parents did is stay on their ass. We be like and I'm not speaking for anybody in the space, but I'm like me, I stay on them. I'm like, yo, what you gonna do? What you gonna do every day? Since Trey been 6, I'm like, hey, come on, man. What you gonna do?
There's nothing wrong with intrusive leadership. There is nothing wrong with intrusive leadership. All this, well, I got to give them their space and locking doors and all that in the house. No. You don't own nothing in here. I'll allow you to stay here.
They're way too distracted. They got way too many distractions. We didn't have those distractions. We didn't have phones and all that. You had the lawnmower and you had a curfew. That's it. And everything else between is your little life. But you better cut that grass and be in the house. Exactly. Before the light come on.
You're gonna do stuff. Take out, take out the trash, do the dishes, cut the grass. You're gonna do something. You're not just gonna be here.
Wow.
Make your bed up.
Make your bed up.
Hey y'all. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to 3 black men talking shit.
We mad. We angry.
I love it. It's a grumpy uncle exclusive. No, I mean, I really like to have these conversations, man, because, how about this? I was in a barbershop the other day. Do you guys know barbershop etiquette?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm asking these guys, I'm like, when I come in and get my hair cut by one barber, the next time I come, can I use another barber? In my mind, the answer is no.
Oh, this is a good one. Because I'm bad. I am not loyal to barbers.
Marvin, you ain't loyal?
I am not loyal. When I need a haircut, I'm going to get a haircut. And if I go to you most of the time and I get there, you're not there. Now, I'm not going to go to somebody and you're right there. But if I go in there and you're not there, I'm going to whoever's cutting. Because I need a haircut.
Complain about your hairline.
Now, who you going to, though, Marvin? Are you going to, you've been looking at him like, yeah, that dude pretty nice over there. You going to him? I
would try to go to him, but when I need a haircut, I need a haircut. And I've had situations to where I had 2 barbers at each other's throats. about that. One barber flipped out because I had went to him a couple times. I'm not loyal to any barber, so at any given time I go to a dozen different barbers around town. Wherever I'm at. So
see, I got a barber. I don't really mess with another barber, but I know they will fight. I got friends that are barbers, and they get into it, especially when it's high end clients. Yeah, when it's like that. But the thing is, it's like I'm like you. If I need a cut, I need a cut.
I need a cut, man.
And what you will do, you will lose me as a client if I have to get a cut too many times outside of what we're supposed to be setting up. Because if I'm making an appointment, I had a barber, man. This dude, I made appointments. He would leave, come back. I'm like, I'm making an appointment. Why you got me making an appointment? And you coming in with dry cleaning and breakfast? You should have been here.
Yep. I mean, I had a very good barber, the best barber I ever had in my life. He moved up to Alpharetta. I stayed down and I thought it takes me an hour to get to him. I drive an F-150, and then I get there, you late. And then you made me drive all this way, and he jacked the price up because after COVID, he's working out the little cubicle, and I'm like, okay, now I'm paying you $50 a cut. I gotta drive all the way up here, take me an hour to get here, and when I get here, you late. Man, nah.
Cole is in the building. Hey, I find hilarious. I find this, guys. Post-COVID, the barbershop has changed.
Oh, yeah.
Like you used to be able to just walk in a barbershop and get a cut. But I got a barbershop literally right down the street from me. If I do not make an appointment, them dudes is looking at me sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm me. They know I'm me.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I expect some preferential treatment.
Yeah.
I mean, my take on it, because I know y'all go do it, but the barbers' prices have become ridiculous to me.
Yes.
It has become ridiculous. I just feel like that's crazy. That is crazy. What is a decent price for a barber, man?
Yeah,
anywhere from 35 to 55.
Yeah, I'm with you. 35 is usually my joint. I can find somebody that cut my hair for 35 that'll cut just as good as dude that be charging like 7,500.
Yeah,
I can find them. So I'm not paying them crazy prices for no haircut.
I got a dude. I know this dude is messing up my hair because I can feel him cutting way up here.
No, if your hairline hurts, it's wrong.
If he cutting and he dyed me. He dyed my cheeks. I say, dog, what you doing, man? Now, I already had the conversation. Hey, man, I'm committed to this great stuff, man. I ain't dying no more. I told him that. He still dyeing my cheeks.
Nah.
I ain't got no hair on my cheek, Marvin.
Yo, I had a dude pull out a pencil and line my hair up with the pencil.
I hate the little white pencil. I hate the white pencil.
I'm like, you got my hairline wrong, and you still drew it. You drew it.
It's not like a dude messing your hair up and then show you the mirror. How's that? It's fucked up. You see it. You seen it before. I just seen it. What is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong? And then they get aggravated when you keep telling them, no, fix this.
My wife the worst. My wife be like, "Were you not sitting there?"
Yo, what's the etiquette? Do you feel like you hurting their feelings when you tell? I know, Marvin, you don't care, but if my hairline starts to hurt, I'll let you know, dude, you get my hairline wrong. He'd be like, why? Because I shouldn't feel it.
Now, I'll push back on that a little bit, Hank. If a dude lining me up and it don't sting, I feel like I'm not getting no haircut.
Oh, see, yeah. It shouldn't
I need all that little softness. I don't like that. I need that motherfucker to hurt. Like, yeah, that motherfucker, I'm bleeding a little bit.
Barbers be tripping because I remember when COVID was still not in 2020, but a little bit after, people still was wearing masks. I had a guy that I went to get my hair cut. Me and him got into a not an argument, but a back and forth because I would not take the mask off. And I'm like, dude, cut around the mask. Cut around my ears. And he because he was an anti-COVID conspiracy dude. I don't give a fuck what your personal views is. I'm the customer paying you. You do what the fuck I tell you to do.
I'm right.
Cut my hair with the mask on. And I remember I could not wait to get at the dude chair. I didn't want no line or nothing. Like, dude, I'm good, man.
I would have coughed all on his hand.
Yeah.
As soon as I
take
took
the
my
money, man.
mask
Get the hell
off.
out of here, man. Yeah.
Cole said, would we try a white barber?
Would you try a white barber?
In Brooklyn or Harlem, New York? Yeah.
I would be skeptical.
I would never use a white barber.
Mm.
I'm not a racist because it's impossible for a black man to be a racist, but I don't like certain things white man can't do for me. White man cannot be homeless and get a quarter from Rodney Perry, and he damn sure can't be my barber.
He's wasting his whiteness.
I've seen that Rodney was like, he had a head start. I mean,
he'll be all right. He'll be okay.
Yeah. Hey, what's even worse is when I go to Canada and they speak French. I'm like, you say merci beaucoup, and I'm here. Give me my money back. You got another language and you're white.
Hey, look what Cole said, guys. My barber do what the fuck he want to do. Yeah. He don't listen. It's an abusive relationship. My barber the same way.
Yeah.
Whatever I tell him to do, I went to a barber. I said, hey, dog, I'm growing my hair. Just line me up. He said, all right. And proceeded to cut all my hair off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's in his mind he's going, you shouldn't grow your hair.
I don't know what it is. I got a picture on my phone. I show all the barbers. This is what I want because I'm all over the place with barbers, right? They still do it wrong.
You got a number 5'7".
I got a number 5 in the phone, and I show him.
He got this in the phone.
Yeah, and they still can't do it. And it's crazy to me. Like, hey man, is that it? No, motherfucker. You looking at the same thing I'm looking at. That's not it. You just screw me up. Now I'm screwed up. So here, man, take the money. Let me get out of here. I'll never come back here again.
Yeah, I got a barber I had. She been cutting my hair. What about female barbers? Are y'all?
Oh, I had a good female barber, but she just stayed too far. She was up there by you in Kennesaw. I couldn't keep making that drive.
Yeah, I would. My female barber had to be fine. Like I wouldn't have no little lesbian like you got.
Oh no. Yeah. The female barber.
If I'm gonna have a female barber, I'm gonna have a female barber.
Oh, okay.
How far y'all willing to drive to get your haircut? Because that's my thing. I can't. All the good barbers seem to be up there where y'all at.
5 blocks.
Yeah.
If your ass is more than 5 or 10 blocks from me, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. I drive downtown from Marietta, but I walk right in. There is no wait.
Yeah, it's too far.
And then I have breakfast and get a drink.
Yeah, it's got to be something around it that they called me to the area.
Yeah. And now that the high end barbers, they want to and give you complimentary water and give you little salves and stuff and all those creams. I don't give a. Man, cut my hair.
It's fancy.
Now, I will tell you this: I paid for a cut. I paid Marcus Harvey, who is a great barber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you have ever had a Marcus Harvey cut, you know what I'm talking about.
Change your life.
You be looking at it like, man, that dude cut my hair. But Marcus Harvey also has fucking cut my lip while I'm bleeding.
Shout out to Marcus Harvey.
And Marcus looking at me like, oh, it's just a little blood. No, I'm hemorrhaging.
Your lip is bleeding.
I got blood coming off my lip. He go, thank you.
I love Marcus Harvey, but man, I'm not gonna pay no $100 for no haircut. I can't do it.
God, that's funny.
Dude, I've had Marcus, this guy, charge me $80.
Yeah.
The other guy.
I can't do it.
Yeah. The guy outside of Marcus.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't. I just cannot see myself giving somebody that for a haircut. And I'm not telling nobody what to charge. I know when I say that, people get mad with me. But you gotta change that, Mark. You gotta change it though, Marvin, because you're a star. But if you don't think I'm funny, you don't have to pay. You don't have to come see me.
No, I'm saying you a star, so people gonna charge you more just because who you are.
Yeah.
But that's BS, I think. You can't just charge me more because I'm me. Like that's
They gonna call you a cheap ass bastard if you don't take it.
That's how it works. They looking at you. They see you on TV. You doing things. They like, he ain't got $70.
How about this story, guys? It was a beauty salon. The young lady goes in to get her hair done. The woman does it. The lady says she don't like the cut. She's not gonna pay. Do you reserve the right not to pay if you don't like it?
I think so.
I don't think so, because how many times have I had my head messed up and I'll be mad, but it's done now. I just, I'll pay. I mean, I'm not a woman though, so that's a lot of more elaborate.
Even if it's bad, like if it's bad.
But I've never had it jacked up like put plugs in it, but you'll do something other than what I told him to do, and I've never refused to pay.
If it look like it's gonna take me 2 months to grow it back, I'm not paying.
You refused to pay before someone?
I've done it.
I've
never done that.
I almost got in a fight with dude because I had, just like Rodney, I had told him, I said, yo, I'm trying to grow my hair out. And this is when I had actually lost it. Like I had got injections in my hair because I had stress. I had alopecia, everything. I was bald. And I said, I'm trying to grow it out. And he was like, nah, okay, I got you. I said, do not cut. I got injections and medication I put on my scalp. Man, I was like, dude, and I let him finish. I said, what did I say in the beginning? He said, yeah, you told me not to cut it. I said, I got medication. I said, I'm leaving. I'm not cutting this. And he was
I got my legal Victor Marshall. Legally, you still have to pay, unfortunately.
Man, Vic, get out of here.
What is Cole talking about?
Yeah, I've never not paid.
No. Well, how you gonna sue me? What you gonna do?
Should your barber tell you when it's over?
Now, barbers should tell people no, some of this crazy mess that's going on out here, man. I think they should, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. You look ridiculous.
No, they don't. They take that money.
Yeah.
I would say no in this case, like especially like a LeBron James, because LeBron James, he got hair plugs. You can't tell that man he spent $15,000 on nothing, $20,000 on nothing.
Well, the barbers are getting so much better. Like when you go bald, they be like, we can put a whole unit on there.
They a whole hair hat.
Let's keep it going.
Hat on your head.
Yeah, they're gonna find some way to get that money. Let's keep it going. You don't got no eyebrows? We can put some on.
Now, I'm comfortable talking about this only because I talked to him and he's talking about it. But Akintunde wears a unit.
I can tell. It ain't no secret.
It's, first of all, it's fucking beautiful.
But you can tell that
that shit. He said Rodney Perry. The one thing he got is he was a barber, so he can install it on his own, so he had to pay for that. But I'm like, because I talked to him to get to going bald, and he went bald for like a couple of years, and then those units came out. You can't catch him without it now. Matter of fact, Candy, pull up Akintunde Instagram.
Hey, you know who else? The dude from Joanna Man. What his name? Nunez. What his name is?
His whole head is suspect.
Yeah, and you can tell. You can tell.
He got
you can tell more with Nunez. You can probably tell more with Nunez.
How much does a unit cost?
I don't know how much they cost.
I'm sure it's high.
Would you ever wear a unit?
I will cut my hair out first.
Yeah.
I look stupid, bald head. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to my wife about it. I was like, I can't see myself getting the little hair hat. I just can't do that, man.
Oh,
I mean, if you independently wealthy,
you can always tell. You can always tell. That's what I'm saying. I wish they make it.
Tell people got fake teeth. That don't mean not getting them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go bald. I've been bald before, so it don't bother me.
Yeah, I would probably cut mine off, but I'm never really committed to the hair. Like I'm wearing this right now just because I ain't working.
Right.
So I'm in one of them little phases where I haven't worked for a couple of weeks, so I got hair. But I'll cut it off. I'll cut my hair off to avoid a barber. Okay, this is Akintunde, strong hairline. Let me see.
That's a unit. It's off of gold.
That's a unit, and it looks good up close.
That is nice. That's nice though. It is nice. It ain't like the Nunez guy.
That's a good picture right there. That picture right there.
That looks natural. Nice. That looks natural.
So Akin's doing it looks great.
Yeah. His hairline ain't too far. Sometimes they make the hairline too close to the eyebrows, and you can tell. This ain't right. It ain't enough space on the forehead. Like, yeah, something going on.
Yeah, okay. I think for picture purposes, video purposes, and stuff like that, I think that it ain't nothing wrong with a tighten up or stuff like that. Cut it up. Yeah.
Man, Ark is killing them.
What about
if I could get that?
Yeah,
I would get it if I could.
Can you over dye? Can you over dye your stuff to where it looks crazy?
It could be too black. It could be too black.
It could be too black or to start turning brown. Yep.
What you gotta do is get a brown or you just dye. Like I'm thinking about dyeing this white.
Well, people trip because they think this is fake. They're like, did you dye that? I'm like, no, it grew like that. Get the hell. I'm like, all right.
What's the light skinned comedian? He got a little strip in his hair, but I think he dyed his.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, you talking about what's his name? Tony Bell.
Yeah, Tone Bell. Yeah, Tone Bell.
Yeah. Tone Bell ain't got no kids, I don't think. This is called Kids, Teenage Daughter.
Yeah, hold
that thought. We got to go to the top of the hour. Hey, we're going to take a little break. We come back. We'll be back on the other side of 1 hour and 1 hour to go. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Who cutting your damn hair?
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry, and your name is rocking with me. Yeah, we're having a great day today. My co-host for the day, comedian Marvin H. and the great Hank Denson.
Rodney Perry.
I love that song, man.
Oh, hey, yeah. I don't know what's the last part.
Yeah. All the way
live. Oh. Yeah. Man, who sung that, man? He did his thing.
My buddy, right? I met years ago. I'm in downtown LA buying suits and stuff. And he was like, we became friends. We talked, and he's a musician. He really is a gospel musician. Oh, and wow. I was like, man, I need a song. So I got that one. I got a couple actually, but that's my favorite one.
I like that. All the way live. I'll be singing it. Rodney Perry.
Yeah. Y'all remember Cas May? It was a singer around here, Cas May. Yeah. She got married. She made me a song too. I haven't used. I'm gonna save that for something else.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you never know. You know, you be getting all this stuff, and you don't know when you're gonna be able to use it. And
that's all audio. You got
Media Room 360 did the video around it, but yeah, the song we already had the song.
Yeah, you got ASCAP BMI checks coming. You just did to rip this audio.
I don't know about that. Hey, gentlemen, thank you for coming on, rocking with me today, man. Let's talk this. We haven't really discussed this, man. Music, man. Like, give me this, guys. Give me the 5 songs that are the soundtrack to your life. And here's what I mean. Just to give it some clarity. Not necessarily your favorite song, but as you look at moments in your life that mark time, Al Green, I can look at Al Green and know he's a part of my soundtrack because he's my young years with my mom, and she was a fan, and that would be who she cleaned the house to.
Could I change it to albums? 5 albums that define, or you want
albums is a lot. You know, whatever you feel though. Whatever you feel.
I can't remember. Well, okay. Key Sweat, first album.
Make It Last Forever.
Absolutely. That
Now,
defines
that would have to be your teenage years.
yeah, absolutely.
I can remember dancing on the dance floor of Key Sweat with an erection.
Yeah. The Chronic by far, hip hop, the Chronic.
What years was that for you? That
was
would have been your early
92. Wow, man, that's
as a soundtrack, man. That shit was playing in the background.
Aquemini, Outkast, 98.
You were grown when that come out.
Yeah, they're 98. I can't remember the name of the song, the name of the album, but Adore, Prince, whatever album Adore was on, because Adore is like my favorite love song of all time by Prince. So I have to say that.
How many people you took down to that song?
Right.
Don't answer that.
Yeah. Man. That's four. I'm trying to think of a fifth one. That's rough, man. That is rough. Bell Biv DeVoe. Bell Biv DeVoe album. Bell Biv DeVoe album is Marvin Hunter. At that time when that dropped, I am Bell Biv DeVoe. I dress like them. I talk like them.
You hit a couple of mine too. Yeah. Bell Biv DeVoe was huge for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because them niggas wasn't really good looking. I could identify with them niggas. Them niggas was regular faced it.
Regular faced it.
I was looking at them going, I could be a member of that group.
Yeah. Definitely that defined my youth.
Your soundtrack, man. What joint, albums or singles or whatever?
No specific order. Right now, where I am right now, my favorite song to listen to is "Close" by Hezekiah Walker.
That sound like gospel.
Yeah, it's all about where you are now, and you're so close to your destiny. All this stuff is happening, and you're extremely close. That puts a tear in my eye. I'll be like, let me see. Award.
I don't know that song. I gotta pull it up.
Award Tour by Tribe Called Quest. Play it all the time with Muhammad, my man. And Biggie, Sugar Hill, Father MC, treat him like they
To me, that song right there marked like me going, wow, there's something other than hip hop that really appeals to me.
Because that part, what you gonna do? I'll be like, I was dancing.
But you know who that is? That's Jodeci.
Jodeci.
Yeah, that's Jodeci.
And then Father MC wasn't a handsome dude. Had a nice cut, brown, kind of looked like he was a church kid. Mother let him get out and do some little R&B singing. I was like, let's do it. And True. I can't wait to get to school each day.
Okay.
Wow. Nigga, when True leaned that shit out, when True leaned that man.
They were missing teeth. I was like, yes.
They missed teeth. That teeth was gone like that.
Girl for you. They looked like they had smoked a little weed. They robbed. They stole a couple of bikes. I was like, yeah.
All right. Here it goes for me. MC Hammer marks time for me in high school. Toward the end of my high school career, MC Hammer was so bananas.
Yeah.
Like I remember me, Alan Fisher, Big Mike Daniels, Dietrich. We was Hammer.
Doing a dance and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's get it started. All right. You hit me with that Key Sweat, but a different song. I want to run my fingers through your hair tonight, girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to love you down, all the way down, baby.
Yeah.
Like they used to play that at the end of the club.
Yeah.
That would be the song right before the last slow song. So your last chance to jump on his man. And the DJ would change the words. He would go, I want to run my fingers through your drawers tonight, girl. I want to love you down, all the way down, baby. He would do it. And nigga, when we see you right there with him. All right. Wow, what else? One of the Charlie Wilson eras, when Charlie first came back, I can't think of the song, but you know, Charlie had been on crack for like 2 decades, and Charlie Wilson came back. Oh, it was crazy. Marvin Sapp. That's part of my soundtrack because you know, you be battling this comedy shit, and you be like, "Am I gonna make it?" And you hear this nigga never would have made it, and and the story of that song take me down every time.
Yeah.
And then anything Anthony Hamilton.
Okay, anything.
I can take all his albums and mash them together. I'm just a huge fan of the guy, man. We've seen him live. My wife and I probably 10 times. Anthony Hamilton never ceased to amaze me. He's a
good dude. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude,
man.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that. I was like, because at first I was like 10 songs, but I was like, you got to make it more condensed. And then you made albums, which I'm not mad at either. But I mean, it's crazy how music smells mark time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smells. Like, so we lost my mom a few years back. Nigga, I'm up in this house cleaning up some shit. And I find what looks like just a bottle. I didn't know what it was. I opened that shit and smelled it. It was my mother's perfume. Nigga, I was fucked up for 3 weeks.
Gone.
Wow.
Because I didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh, shit.
Got me last week. My wife makes eggshell water for the plants.
Okay.
And it smells like my dad's magic shade.
Really?
Wow.
You know, they used to mix it. He'd be like, Henry, bring me some of that warm water in here. And he'd be in there kicking.
He used that dry magic shade.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need this one day. She was pouring it in the eggs in the plant, and I walked in. I was like,
But I often listen to music from the 80s. I love 80s R&B. I love it more now than I did when I was in the 80s.
Yes.
And brother, I could be somewhere by myself and be still. And in my mind, I'm back a kid again. I mean, really, I feel that euphoria, just no bills, no responsibilities. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like it just takes me back to my house and my room and everything, bro. It really does.
I said it to my kids. I'm like, y'all don't realize, like, you can never dish your era because your era is going to be your soundtrack.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I remember being in the 80s and they was like, ain't no music in the 80s. I'm like, nigga, you crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You crazy. Jesse
It's
was
music in the 80s.
LL Cool J was playing the other day with the Boys to Men joint. Hey love, hey love.
Yeah.
Man, we was playing in the car. We looked at each other. She was like, man, our music was good as shit.
Yeah, man.
Anything from LL Cool J,
yeah,
I gotta take y'all there because we reminiscing. We old dudes. We've been around. Take me back to your Around the Way Girl. All right, now stay there. Not your wife. Not okay. And it was a girl in my neighborhood. Her name was Janice. She had a fat booty. I want to say she had very small breasts. She was a girl, but to us, she was like a woman. Janice was fine. She was the personification of that song, Around the Way Girl. She was the Around the Way Girl. She was nice to everybody, but she wasn't giving it up.
We all know one.
I don't even know if I can say her name because she be on Facebook.
Hey, but you know what? You know what? I can say her name. Her name was Shantae. She was a year ahead of me, but I wasn't the only one. She came to our school late. She had every dude in the school nose wide open, bro. And she was nice as she could be, just a sweet person. And you know, she was a personification of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you her name. I'll say her name was Cruz because she was Puerto Rican. She was just that whole Papa, tu sabe, que pasó, you know, all that East Coast. She used to cut her hair, shave it close, like real close, and wear door knockers. So it was like you killing the game with no hair. That hair, that hair laid down, and she was just talking, hey. She'd be like, Enrique, ¿qué le pasó? How you doing? Papa, you looking... Oh, I would be like, shut up. And then she played hip-hop. She loved all the music. So you go in the car, they like, it was all a dream. You used to wear murder. Stop playing. This is my shit. Ay, Dios mío. She knew all the Big Pun. Also, she'd be like, Big Pun, that's my, you know, he's related to my cousin's brother. So they went to school together. I fucks with him. Oh, I used to
she made such an imprint on your brain. You're channeling her.
Oh, dude. Yeah. You can do it because yeah. And a lot of cats was looking at me like, that's your girl. I was like, I don't know. She with me though. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever she say. I don't know what's going on. I'm excited to just be there. That was one of them calls you get. You be like, oh shit. I had ran out of gas trying to get. I was like, yo, I can't stop. I gotta get to her house. I'll run out of gas after.
Wow.
Yeah, music definitely takes you back, man. It reminds you of people, things, places. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Music is a powerful thing. I would rather have music than TV. You know what I mean?
Wow. Like I done got to the point in my life when I go into a hotel room, I rarely turn the TV on.
Me too. Yeah. Me too.
I've been in a hotel all week and I'm listening to music.
Yep. Listen to music on the phone, you know, on social media. Yep. Yeah.
The impact that makes it hits my heart is my son plays old school music. That's like he knows all the lyrics to check the text. Don't sweat the technique. Like he knows it verbatim. And he knew it since he was 7. But I'll go by his room and you'll hear like on his wall he got the New Edition album cover. And he's in his room like saying, "Can you stand the rain?" Hey, Candy, show the picture of his prom. You see that he's channeling all old school love. Got the little chain, his little shirt out.
Is that him?
You look at him. Look at him. You tell me he ain't an R&B singer? Look at him. Got his hand up like this. Killing them girls. You hear me?
The young kings.
Right.
He got a nice little smooth walk. He be like, yo, everybody's overreacting.
No, I like the way you got his suit cut too. His suit like Taylor.
Bruh, I had to get him sharp. I said, you gonna show these fools, Trey, huh? And you make sure
that's prom.
This is homeschool. This is 10th grade homecoming dance.
Charlie said that's New Edition with Jack Harlow.
Right. No, that's the Amigos with their manager.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, hold on, guys. We got to take a break. I got an interview coming up in 2 minutes. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Great Live. My co-host today, the Grumpy Uncle, is in the building. Marvin the Hunter, comedian Marvin H1, and Hank Vincent Comedy is in the building. Hey, we'll be right back with more show.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me.
I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let bepublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Bepublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. I know people. Here to tell you that, first of all. And it always amazes me how many talented people there are out there that you may or may not know. This young lady, I'm bringing in next, fabulous vocalist, sings every single night. A favorite in Las Vegas. But she's from Compton and Cairo, Frisco to Maine. I know her original name. I ain't gonna say it because I ain't sure if I can. If I'm supposed to. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Did she get a face beat? Is she up in here looking? Okay, I'm sick of it. Show some love for Ali Star.
Good morning.
How you doing? Thank you for coming with us. I know it's early, and yet you still look freaking fantastic.
Thank you.
Yo, all right, Ali Star, flat out sing. Flat out, we've been talking about reminiscing. What is it like for you to have your music be part of somebody's life soundtrack?
It's so weird to even know that I have a carbon footprint in the music industry for people to those are my personal words. So it's always weird for me to other people to sing my journey, but it's also relatable. So I'm grateful for that.
Now, I'm gonna get into the project you got out now. Okay. What's up, Dennis Gaxiola, Charlie Coleman, Latrice Harris? They're all listening. They're all excited to hear from you. There are people that we know about, right? The Jennifer Hustons of the world, the Mary J. Blige of the world, some of which can't hold a candle to you vocally. But that's neither here nor there. What can we do to put you on their level?
Honestly, Rodney, I don't even know if I want to even go to that level. It just seemed like so much. I like my peace of mind right now. I like being able to go to the grocery store, whether I look this good or whether I look like a bum off the street and nobody bothers me. Okay. So I like where I'm at. Now, I'm not going to lie and say that, if we take off, we going. But I'm comfortable. I'm happy doing what I'm doing right now.
Now you've worked with the best of them. People like Chucky Booker, people like Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie. When you're in these rooms, what's that like for you? I mean, do you feel like you've arrived on some level?
So I'm gonna tell y'all a story about meeting Stevie Wonder. Like, that was on my bucket list. I had no idea not only that I was going to meet the man, but I was going to be singing in front of him. So that was a huge deal. And I have to say, Stevie is one of the most personable people I've ever met. He's so down to earth and he loves to talk. So he has some of the most amazing stories. And it did feel like that is where I was supposed to be. Like, I was supposed to be amongst the room with the legends, and it felt great.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's so awesome, man. We go back over a decade. I've been watching you perform, but you're a mommy.
I am.
You never take a break from that. Like, how do you be glamorous, hair, makeup, breasts, and and still be a great mommy, man? How do you do them both?
It's called balance. Like, I've truly balanced. First of all, my kids are those my little riders. They have literally been in this game with me since they came out of me. So they know the business well and they play their little parts. They around there telling kids in school I'm famous. So they little friends is running up to me and they're in their space now. They're in 5th grade. So things are different. They're not in kindergarten no
Are you
more. Where
serious? They're in 5th grade?
they're in 5th grade. I have twins. Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. It seemed like they was like little orbs.
Yeah,
Wow.
10 years have gone by so fast.
Yeah. So 5th graders, you're a great mommy. They ride or die for you. But you're still on your journey. You sing almost every night. Tell me what your schedule is like.
So normally my schedule is that I sing 5 days a week, but I'm currently in the middle of finishing the album. So I have condensed my days to at least 2 days a week now so that I can finish the album.
Okay, the album. Is that FTB? FTB is out now.
FTB is a single and that's out right now.
Now what I couldn't find what this stand for.
I can't say that on the show.
Go ahead, say it.
Okay, it stands for fuck that bitch.
What explain, Allie? What
Okay, so I know all my ladies gonna feel me, and some of my men should too, because everybody has been cheated on. So I was just in a mood where, I had found out that the person I was with was playing me. And
somebody was playing you.
Now, Rodney, fine women get played all the time.
Wow.
It does not matter how good you look. You'll get played.
Ain't that something? Crazy.
So that's basically what the song is about. I was being cheated on. And the kicker was how I found out was that his homeboy told me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, was his homeboy trying to holler?
He was.
Get out of here. Dudes is slimy, man. Dudes are slimy.
I mean, was it slimy that, he was just trying to put me up on game? Like, you too good of a girl
He
to
is
be.
whack, Allie Star. And did you give him any play?
Rodney, I tell no lies first thing in the morning. So we gonna move on.
All right. So, okay. So you find out, and I mean, you're also a songwriter, which is a great space to be in, to write, produce, create. Who is your influence as a songwriter?
I don't necessarily have any influences as a songwriter because, again, literally everything that I've written about has happened to me. So, they're personal journeys. I can't say that my songwriting style is like anybody's because everybody has been cheated on. Everybody's been through love. But specific things that I talk about relate to me. Now, my singing, Whitney Houston is my idol all day, always will be. So I don't try to mimic Whitney in any way, but the vibe of Whitney on stage is what I deliver.
Speaking of Whitney, how have you been able to avoid some of the pitfalls in this game, man? I mean, you're always clean, you're always great looking. Like, how do you avoid the pitfalls?
Honestly, my children are always at the forefront of my mind, making sure that I represent them well, making sure that I leave them with a clean legacy as much as I can. This business oftentimes can come with some type of scandal. And I really try to keep myself clean and out of the mess as much as I can so that they can have a legacy to look forward to that is not blemished so much.
Allie Star, I watch you make a complete transformation because when I met you, you was using another name.
I was, yes.
So how do you, why do you do that? And once you decide to do it, how do you do it?
So when we met, because I know you're almost like probably one of the 5 people that still call me that. You met me as Jody. And Jody basically is an alter ego of who I am.
Okay.
That's the bad girl. You literally met the bad girl. I was in a space where I was wilding out, and that's who you met. So you have watched me transform over the years, and I think as artists, we don't play by society's rules. We are who we are during that time. So, today I'm Allie Star, tomorrow I might be Jody. And that's a whole different person. That's a whole different vibe. That's a whole different persona. But that's what makes me me.
Wow, I love it. I love it. And again, you sing every night and you do some covers.
I do.
What cover do you have to sing?
I cater to such an old school audience, so it is not one single night that somebody's not asking me to do Anita Baker.
Wow. Which is a big deal.
Which is a totally big deal. I saw her this year for the first time, and I was completely blown away. Auntie Anita puts on a hell of a show.
All right, let's talk about this FTB album.
Woke up and fuck you, shit, fuck shit. If you wanna pop a shit, real shit, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about you, play side shit. But you didn't know, but I asked that snitch, asked what you want bitch.
Candy, can you pull up the cover to FTB? Everybody needs to see what I'm seeing. First of all, you got 25-year-old kids. That's not true. Okay. How are you still fine? It's Allie Star. How are you? Are you in the gym constantly? What's your regimen?
Wake up and breathe.
Are you a vegan?
No. I'm waiting on some bacon right now.
You waiting on some bacon?
I am. No, honestly, just working on stage. When you work 5 nights a week, I'm sweating and I'm moving on stage. So literally, that is my cardio for the week. I don't really necessarily hit the gym. I want to make that such a goal in 2023, but it hasn't happened yet.
So you're always recording. I know you work with Chucky Booker.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about Chucky Booker and his influence on you.
Chucky is an amazing guy. He's actually executive producing the album, which is going to be called Situationship. That dude is such a freaking genius. Like, the things that he comes up with, he's also Lionel Richie's musical director. So he's always gone. But when we get together, we try to get out as many things as we can so that, there's that picture.
Yeah, there she go.
But Chucky's an amazing guy. We have so much fun together, and I'm so blessed to be able to have such an amazing, talented producer on my side.
A leotard? What is that?
Oh, those are my draws.
Your draws?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Why I got my screen zoomed in?
Sometimes you got to go outside in your drawers, Rodney.
I'm not mad at you. And you little low-key bow-legged.
I was trying to make my legs bend like the girls do in the photos because I heard that was sexy.
Hey, I'm not mad at you. Candy that took the words off your stuff.
Right?
Okay.
I was like, oh, Lord, you can really see my drawers now.
You got to put the words back. I can't take it. Man, I'm such a fan, such a friend. When people are in Vegas, how do they see you?
You can go to my website, which is www.alliestar.org. It has a list of all my dates.
That's
where I'm
2 L's and 2 R's.
That is 2 L's and 2 R's.
Okay. alliestar.org.
Yes.
And the site is dope. I
Thank
love the
you.
splash page at the top, man. And man, I want the world to know, man. You know, and you got some good stuff out. You got stuff on all streaming platforms as well.
All
iTunes,
streaming.
Spotify. What's the game now for you? Like, is it Spotify? Is that the secret to be on Spotify and people know about you? Like, how does it work for you? And like as of now as an artist.
As of right now, Instagram is like your biggest thing. TikTok is huge, and I'm not even really on TikTok yet. I gotta figure that out. I need a young kid in my life to teach me how to TikTok. But you know how to TikTok?
I need a young kid too.
Oh yeah, I don't feel like it's just so many streaming platforms and so many social media platforms you got to keep up with. But I will say that my IG presence is strong, and one of the tricks that I want to let any artists know that are watching is when you are out and you are traveling, whether it is for business, whether it's for personal, leave your social media handles on that little notepad in the hotel. Leave it for your housekeeper. Leave it for the people that's room service. Leave it for them, because those are the people that's going to follow you. Those are the people that's going to tell their friends, like hey, I cleaned the room for so and so. And that's how you build up your following. And that's literally what I did. I travel all around the world, and I'm constantly leaving my Instagram handle in various places.
Now, do you have a card made, or how do you do that?
I do. I have a what do you call it? A scanner code, a QR code. And I just leave the card, in the room, generally with a tip, especially if it's one of my housekeepers. And that pretty much ensues that I'm going to be followed. They tell all their friends, and that's how we keep that train going.
Well, how about that? Ali Star's in the building. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Who is your audience? Is it girls? Is it old niggas like me? Who is it?
Actually, when I go and I look at my numbers, it is young 23 to 30-year-old guys.
Hold on. Marvin Hunter, join me. Cause I think it might be us. I think me and Marvin masquerading as 23-year-old.
How you doing? How you doing? I like the draws. I like the draws.
I'm glad somebody liked them. That was
hey Marvin, you got any questions for Ali Star, man?
I just I admire artists in the entertainment industry, because we are in the entertainment industry, and as you go, it's so hard, it's so competitive, it can be, especially with you ladies, it's so catty. So the fact that you just keep doing your thing, man, is very admirable. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing. You look incredible.
Keep
doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have you experienced the cattiness, Ali Star?
Oh, child. A lot of people don't know Vegas is a small entity when it comes to entertainment, and it's even smaller for Black entertainment. So I've been in the game in Vegas 19 years, so it has come with all types
You've
of
had
catty.
a residency for 19 years. That's a big deal.
I've had multiple residencies over 19 years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so and it can be a little catty sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
why is it? Why is it hard for females to get along like that? Dudes can be catty too, but it seems like females, it takes it up a notch. Like, you don't like a woman because you don't like the way her hair lays on her head, like anything. Like, it's just, oh my God, why is it like that?
We're taught competition over collaboration.
Wow.
You're taught that in the industry. Like, there has to be someone on top. There has to be other people under you. There has to be always some level of competition. And as a woman, we literally will attack another woman over the same things that we are doing. And, you see that going on right now in the female rap world.
Yes.
And it's sad, because there are some valid points that are being made, but to attack other people while you're making your valid points, it's not cool.
Now you bring up a great point, Ali Star. Let me ask you this. If you could collaborate with any rapper right now, who would it be?
I'm old school, so I grew up on Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, so I'm gonna go that route all day. I definitely would love to collaborate with Lil' Kim, because that's who I grew up listening to.
Would that not be crazy?
insane.
And you can keep the drawers on and just stoop down.
I mean, me and Kim could take our drawers off together. That's what it's calls for, but
You're gonna stop playing with me. First of all, I can't take the pressure.
The drawers off together. I heard that.
I heard Kim's wild, so you know.
They say Kim is definitely wild. You are a mother. Are you out there in these dating streets? Are you swiping left, swiping right? Are you on the apps? Tell me about being the alley star every day.
It's hard. I am currently in a relationship.
Okay.
But it's hard. You know, I wrote a whole song called Situationship, and things happen in life, you know.
Right.
Things happen in life.
And how about this? It's hard to get people to come into your life when you live this life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so you asking a guy, a girl, or whoever a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets it.
Next question.
Okay. Situationship. Love it. You can go check out the website. That's Alley Star with 2 L's, 2 R's for all the schedule. Alley Star, last question. I want to see you live. Are you ever gonna tour the world? I know you tour the world, but when can we look to see you touring again?
Definitely by spring of 2023. It's time to, you know, drop the album at the top of the year, and then we'll be pushing forward for the tour.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Hey, I cannot wait for the tour. I will be right there, front row center. And I don't want to hook up. I'm gonna buy me a ticket.
But you know, I got you.
I already know. Thank you for coming on. You got to come back, and we're gonna figure out all the legalities of playing your stuff. How do people stay in touch?
You can find me on Instagram under AllyStar1. That's ALLISTARR and the number 1.
Love it. Let me see this outfit. What you got on this morning?
You know I'm only dressed from the waist up, right?
Get your Winnie the Pooh on, okay? I see this. They see you get us put off the internet. Hey, don't get up. Hey, thank you, sis, man. Man, love, man, respect. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. It was so nice to meet you.
Yes.
And I can't wait to see you in person, Rodney. It's been a while.
Done deal. Last time I was in Vegas, she was my tour guide. This girl know all the little places you ain't supposed to be. All right, Alley Star, appreciate you.
Bye, guys.
All right, take care.
Marvin Hunter, great show today. Shouts out to HD, Hank Denson in the building. Hank Denson Comedy, you can check him out on all social media. Great chat today, man. These are my favorite shows, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Got my guys on here, man, and always a pleasure. Marvin Hunter, how do people stay in touch?
Hey, get at me at right there, Comedian Marvin H1. Comedian Marvin H1. Some folks that took my Instagram. I'm trying to build it back up. I need y'all help. Just even if you don't never come to the page again, I need you to go on there and hit that follow at Comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram. I really do appreciate you.
My man. Hey, I'm Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We do this show every day. We cannot do it without you. And it's been incredible. Thank you, Alley Star. Thank you, Candace Latoya. She is at Candace_Latoya. She keeps me straight all day, every day. Shouts out to Media 360, Media Room 360. And that's our show, man. We're going to be doing reruns the rest of this week. I'll be on the road, and we'll be back live Monday morning. So I'll see you then. My name is Rodney Perry, and you're tuned in the Rodney Perry Live.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.